Hello everyone, and welcome to my Herbiboar guide. So for this guide, I'm going to be on my hardcore Ironman because that will just show that you're able to do this on an Ironman, and it's also very safe on a hardcore Ironman. For anyone watching this that wants to do it on their hardcore but just isn't sure if it's safe enough, it is. Trust me, you will not die. Unless you're stupid. Alright guys, so for the requirements, you're going to want a dig site pendant. Now you don't need it necessarily, but it's going to be very helpful to get over here to Fossil Island. Otherwise, you can just use a normal teleport scroll to the dig site. You also 100% will need the Bon Voyage quest completed to be able to access this island. And on top of all of that, you're also going to need 80 Hunter and 31 Herbiboar. But higher Herbiboar will yield you with more Herbiboar XP and herbs on top of that as well. For the required items, other than a dig site pendant, you will want magic secateurs. Now you don't need them as a requirement, but it will be very helpful. You will get more herb yield from each kill and you're gonna want it. I also suggest having full graceful, or at least as many graceful pieces as you possibly can have, because you are going to be running around a lot during this. You're also going to want at least regular energy potions, but super energy potions are of course better, and stamina potions if you are a main or a hardcore Ironman that actually has those. However, I just use 3 energy potions and that lasts me an entire inventory of herbs, which is really great. It's a roughly 8 Herbiboar kills, give or take, depending on how many herbs you eat. So now we're through all the requirements. Something else that I definitely suggest that you have is to go to runelight.net and download the Rune Light client, because it will help you a lot while doing this. However, it isn't necessary. You can do that without this plugin, but it would be very useful. One more item that will be very useful to have is an herb sack. Unfortunately, I do not have that on this account. However, if you do have it, you can have more energy potions in your inventory because you can store herbs into your herb sack. But since I don't have it, I will be showing it to you without the herb sack, so you can just see what it's like if you didn't. Alright guys, so once you arrive on Fossil Island, you will be right over here by this transportation logo. If you have 70 agility, you can use the agility shortcut here. If not, just run around. It doesn't save you too much more time anyway, and on top of that, there's actually a start right here, so you don't actually ever have to come over here. I'm only over here right now because that's just where my account was when I started recording. However, you'll probably just start over here, so just run through where this hunter training icon is, and there will be a search option. So there's a search option where every single hunter option is here. You can go to any of those. Once at one of those, as you can see I'm at one right now, if you have the Rune Light client, it'll be highlighted. You just inspect the rock, and when you, or well, whatever it is, and when you inspect it, Rune Light will show you a path as to where you're supposed to go to search the other thing. So it will show you an option between 2 different things. It doesn't have any disadvantage if you click the wrong one, it just won't work. Now if you click it and it's the right one, it'll show you a new path. So just follow that path once again until you reach the next step. So the next step again is just another 2 things. Again, click on one, it doesn't matter which one, just take a guess really. So I was wrong, so you just click on the next one beside it and it will show you the next path. I clicked on that. Do not click on those, they will attack you. That's why I said if you're stupid you can die here, but just don't click on those. So now when it turns green instead of blue, that means that that's where the Herbiboar is located. So you just click Attack Tunnel, and when you click Attack Tunnel, you'll get an Hunter XP drop and the Herbiboar will appear. Click Harvest on the Herbiboar and you'll get a random selection of herbs from it. They are based on your Herbiboar level, and so was the XP drop that you saw. That was also based on my Herbiboar level. On this account, I'm only level 62 Herbiboar, so I don't get a lot of Herbiboar XP and I get a little amount of herbs, but it does add up over time. That was my 14th KC, and I already had 2 inventory full of herbs just by that KC. It's very easy, very straightforward, and if you're an Ironman, it is 100% needed to be done because you will get so much Herbiboar XP from this. The Hunter XP per hour from this will be 150k XP per hour, and it could even be more, it just depends on how fast you do it. You can also tie it into your birdhouse runs, which will allot you with another 5,000 XP per hour depending on what logs you are using for your birdhouse runs. Birdhouses are right beside where you are here, so it is 100% worthwhile. You don't ever have to waste a charge to get to it. It is 100% necessary to do them while you're doing this. You'll get so many more resources for your account and much more XP. The Herbiboar XP per hour here at my level will not be very high. Now, you have to take into account that the Herbiboar XP per hour that I'm getting off just direct drops might be only 4,000 XP per hour, but I'm going to be banking a lot more XP than that per hour in herbs. As you can see, that did not take very long, and that's not a lot of herbs, but it just is RNG basically. So for me, that was a really good herb selection because I still got Herbiboar XP drop and it was very fast rotation. Sometimes you'll get it in only a few steps, and sometimes it'll take you a little bit longer. So that one, again, I messed it up. Just make sure you don't click on these because they will attack you. You won't die on one hit, don't worry. They'll hit you with zeros most likely, but you can just teleport or run away. It's not a big deal. You won't die. Just like I said, just be careful. Don't click on them. You could even mark them so you know not to attack them. They're the only things here that will attack you. So just go over here again and you just follow the path. So it's really easy. I highly suggest doing this like I said. So at high levels in Herbiboar, you should be easily expecting 50,000 XP per hour, which is really crazy for Iron Man account because you're getting basically end game hunter XP, because this is even better than red Chinchampas unless you're tick abusing, and even then it's still more efficient because red Chinchampas, they're useful for range, but you can get range other ways than just training it with chins with an Iron Man account, and you can also do them past 99 if you really needed to do them for some reason. But doing this to 99 Hunter will get you so much Herbiboar XP that it is highly recommended and it is so worthwhile. On top of everything else, you can get a pet while doing this. It has a 1 in 6,000 drop rate, and it is a pretty nice looking pet. It's actually a pet of the Herbiboar, so it's really nice. You have a really high chance of getting that to 99, which is awesome. It's not like it's XP based like the other skilling pets. It's actually like a miscellaneous pet where it's based on KC, kind of like bossing pets. Because this is basically a skilling boss if you really think about it like that. Or a distraction and diversion almost if you want to think about it like that as well. Either way, that was a very long run as you can see. Maybe I'll get a high herb yield. These can attack you, but they don't do any damage. So just kind of deal with them. And just like that, we just got another KC. So as you can see, well, it ended. Now what do I do? So again, open your map and then go to your closest hunter sign. So we can just go this way. This was a really bad one because it took me really far away from another hunter area. But once you get to the next one, it'll be highlighted in blue. Click on it and just do it all over. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this guide helped you out. I hope you do this method if you're an Iron Man. Even if you're a main account, this is so good. It can profit you quite heavily depending on your Herbiboar level. It's free 99 Herbiboar, and on top of that, it's really good Hunter XP, and a lot of people don't like training Hunter, but this is actually really fun. You can also get a pet, which is really cool. It's a nice pet, and I hope that this guide helped you, and if it did, please give this video a like, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I make a whole bunch of different guides, and I plan to make a whole bunch more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.